quaint cottage stood at the forest's edge. Inside, a childless couple yearned for a baby. The wife, pale and frail, craved a rare plant. It grew only in the powerful witch's garden. Her husband, desperate, promised to get it. Under the cloak of night, he crept silently. Moonlight illuminated the forbidden garden. He saw the glowing Rapunzel plant. His hands trembled as he plucked a few leaves. A chilling voice pierced the silence. The witch Dame Gothel appeared from shadows. Her eyes burned with ancient fury. "Thief!" she hissed, her voice like ice. The husband fell to his knees, pleading. He explained his wife's desperate craving. Dame Gothel considered his plea, a cruel smile. "I will grant you the plant," she began. But a price must be paid, a heavy one. She demanded their unborn child as payment. Fear gripped the husband's heart. He imagined his wife's joy, then her despair. Powerless, he reluctantly agreed to the bargain. The witch vanished, leaving him shaken. He returned home, the stolen plant in hand. His wife ate the Rapunzel, her health improving. Months passed, and a baby girl was born. She had eyes like the summer sky. The couple named her Rapunzel. Then Dame Gothel appeared at their door. Her presence filled the cottage with dread. She reminded them of their terrible promise. With a cold, unyielding gaze, she took Rapunzel. The parents' cries were swallowed by the night. Rapunzel was carried deep into the forest. A tall, doorless tower stood in a clearing. Dame Gothel placed the infant inside. Years passed. Rapunzel grew in isolation. She became a beautiful young woman. Her hair, a cascade of shimmering gold. It grew incredibly long, reaching the ground. The witch visited daily, her only contact. She would call out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel would unbraid her golden tresses. She'd lower them through the high window. Dame Gothel would climb, using the braid as a ladder. Rapunzel knew no other life, no other world. Her beautiful voice often filled the lonely tower. She sang songs of longing and unknown dreams. The forest creatures listened, captivated. Her golden hair was her only connection. A golden rope to her captor. A symbol of her beautiful imprisonment. The witch's shadow loomed over her youth. Rapunzel yearned for something more. She gazed at the distant, unseen world. Her heart held a silent, growing hope. A hope for freedom, for a different life. But the tower walls were high and strong. Her golden hair, her only escape route. Yet, it was also her unbreakable chain. Rapunzel, now a young woman, sang from her tower. Her voice, a melodic whisper, drifted through the forest. A prince riding nearby heard the enchanting sound. He paused, captivated by the ethereal melody. He searched the dense woods for its source. He found a tall, doorless tower reaching the sky. He hid, observing the mysterious structure. Soon, an old witch approached the tower base. She called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair!" A long golden braid descended from the window. The witch climbed, using the hair as a ladder. The prince watched, astonished by the sight. He waited until the witch departed, then emerged. He mimicked the witch's call, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel!" The golden braid fell once more, shimmering. Rapunzel, unaware, let down her magnificent hair. The prince, heart pounding, began to climb. He reached the window, entering the small room. Rapunzel gasped, startled by the stranger. Her eyes, wide with fear, met his. He spoke softly, reassuring her with gentle words. He explained his presence, his admiration for her song. Rapunzel, initially timid, felt a strange comfort. His kindness melted her fear, replaced by curiosity. They talked for hours, sharing stories and dreams. The prince visited daily, their bond growing stronger. Their clandestine meetings blossomed into deep love. He vowed to rescue her from her lonely prison. Rapunzel, filled with hope, planned their escape. She would weave a ladder from silk threads. The witch, however, grew suspicious of Rapunzel's joy. One day, Rapunzel innocently mentioned the prince. The witch's face contorted with furious rage. She screamed, accusing Rapunzel of betrayal. With a swift, cruel motion, she grabbed her hair. A sharp snip of shears echoed through the tower. Rapunzel's beautiful golden braid fell to the floor. The witch banished her to a desolate, barren desert. Rapunzel cried, alone and heartbroken, in the wasteland. The witch waited for the prince's next visit. She tied the severed braid to the window hook. The prince arrived, calling for Rapunzel. He climbed the hair, eager to see his love. The witch cackled, revealing her cruel deception. She pushed him, sending him plummeting downwards. He fell onto sharp thorns, piercing his eyes. Blinded and in agony, he lay at the tower's base. The witch vanished, leaving him to his fate. The prince, now sightless, stumbled through the forest. He wandered aimlessly, his heart heavy with despair. Days turned into weeks, weeks into years of searching. He travelled far, guided only by memory and hope. In a distant, parched land, a faint song reached him. It was Rapunzel's voice, clear and sorrowful. He followed the sound, his spirit renewed. He found her, thin and weary, but still beautiful. Rapunzel wept tears of joy, falling onto his eyes. Miraculously, his sight returned, the world bright again. They embraced, their long separation finally over. Together, they returned to his kingdom, never to part. The prince lay broken, thorns piercing his eyes. Darkness consumed his world. He cried out Rapunzel's name, a raw, desperate sound, but only the witch's cackle answered. She vanished, leaving him alone. Blind, he stumbled away from the tower. His heart was a shattered mess. Years blurred into an endless, painful journey. He wandered through forests, across plains. His clothes became tattered rags. His once proud stride was now a hesitant shuffle. He begged for food, for water. The world was a symphony of sounds, but no sights. Yet, one hope burned fiercely within him. Rapunzel, he had to find her. He imagined her face, her golden hair. His love for her was his only guide. He spoke her name to strangers, to the wind. No one knew of a girl with long golden hair. Despair was a constant, cold companion, but he refused to surrender. He felt the sun on his skin, the rain on his face. Each step was a prayer, a promise. One day, a faint melody drifted on the breeze. It was ethereal, hauntingly familiar. His head snapped up, listening intently. Could it be, after all this time? He stumbled towards the sound, his heart pounding. The song grew clearer, more vibrant. It was Rapunzel's voice, unmistakable. He pushed through dense undergrowth. He called her name, a hoarse whisper. The singing stopped abruptly. A gasp, then a cry of disbelief. Rapunzel stood before him, her face etched with sorrow. Her hair was short, but her eyes held the same light. She rushed to him, her arms enveloping him. He felt her touch, her warmth. Tears streamed down her face, falling onto his. One tear landed directly on his blinded eye. A jolt, a flicker of light. Another tear, then another. The darkness receded, slowly, miraculously. He blinked, disoriented, then focused. Her face, tear-streaked, but beautiful. He could see her. His sight was restored. Joy, pure and overwhelming, washed over them. They embraced, their reunion a miracle. Their love had defied all odds. They walked hand in hand, leaving the desolate land. The prince led her back to his kingdom. His people rejoiced at his return. They celebrated the beautiful princess, Rapunzel. The grand wedding united them forever. Their love story became a legend. They ruled with kindness and wisdom. Children filled their castle with laughter. Their bond, forged in hardship, grew stronger. Love truly conquered all obstacles. They lived happily ever after, a testament to enduring love.